Welcome back to another Three Bourboniers. This week we are dipping into a theme that we tried a year ago, and it's bottles we regret buying. The first one we did 5 bottles. To go off of the Three Bourboniers theme, we're going to cut it down to 3 bottles, and we all picked one.
That way we can elaborate on each bottle a little bit more.
Right. And Taylor, what is kind of the theme to this? Like, what are we...
The theme is just bottles that we've purchased either online or in the store or found or hunted that we've opened and tried, and we are disappointed in them, and we wish that we could have our money back. That's really what it comes down to, is that we've made the purchase and had that buyer's remorse directly after opening the bottle, and it's happened to us quite a bit. And so hopefully you can use this video for yourself to say, maybe if I find one of these bottles in the store, I won't pick it up, because if your palates are anything like ours, then you'll probably have the same reaction when you open the bottle that we show you here.
And I will say that with these, I feel like just looking at them, we tried them, weren't very fond, let them open up, gave it a second chance, because you'll see all these are kind of below that neck pour.
Yeah.
And we came back to them and they're all just kind of...
So it's not like we haven't given them a shot.
Yes, we've come back, thought about it, we're on the fence, maybe even reviewed them, and have...
We have reviewed a couple of these.
Yeah, all of them.
We have done all of them, you're right.
But these are different bottles, you know, from...
different batches, different,
So, who wants to go first?
Why don't I just go first?
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Just pull the Band-Aid off?
This is, so as we're going through this painful video for you guys, we are drinking on some beautiful... Joseph Magnus cigar blend to get us through the tough times.
This is what we're drinking on.
Oh, it is
and
fantastic.
This is batch 160.
Yes.
It is some good stuff. Definitely delicious.
But speaking of Joseph Magnus and cigar blend, this is Old Elk's Cigar Cut. We just did a review on this not too long ago. And it's got some impressive transparency on the bottle. There's a lot of extra finishing. It's MGP. If you've watched our channel and you've watched some of our videos, we're not a huge fan of MGP. There's just too many bottles going around of it right now, and
when it's just straight up MGP thrown in bottles,
which makes this one kind of a shocker, because this is not just straight MGP. They're doing some things with it.
We're liking the finish stuff. That's especially Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope is a big one, and these guys are doing some cool things. But the problem with this brand across the board is their price, and I get. You know, these guys are young, and I get you need to, you know, you're sourcing your main whiskey though, so
throwing in a lot of barrels,
and there's a process to it, but like even their stuff that isn't going through the finishing is like $70-$80 or something, and it's just your kind of typical bourbon.
Yep.
So the reason that this is on my regret is because it costs $130, and while the proof is good at 110. Man, does it leave a lot to be desired. It has a short finish. It's kind of bitter.
You don't get a lot of the cask influences on there. Like they do so many things with it, but to me, I mean, we just had it not that like a couple minutes ago actually.
Yeah.
And to me it just goes right into like barrel char, burning your mouth, and it's not really pleasant.
Bitter any cigar you get on it, any cigar you get on it is kind of like artificial. It doesn't taste like that nice earthy real like tobacco. It's kind of like, did they put like a dropper of like
when
tobacco leaf juice in it or something?
And when you compare it to what we're drinking right now in the Joseph Magnus cigar blend, to me it makes that bottle worth even more. Like spend the extra $70.
Right, and that's the thing is
pick up that bottle because it's 10 times better. It's worth the extra $70.
I think.
In my opinion.
I think this bottle would be more appropriate in the $80 range, but like even that,
I don't know.
Even that's a lot.
Even that is kind of too much. But I get for the finishing and for everything they're doing, you know, like I get it. But
and it probably sounds like I'm saying it's bad. Like when we were just drinking it a few minutes ago, I didn't think that it was bad whiskey by any means. I thought the nose was really, really nice. And I think we said this on the review, is that like the nose is great, but then the palate just doesn't follow through or deliver on the nose.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole thing. Is like again, like our last video, Weller Antique, you're like, oh, this is, and then you drink and you're like, ugh.
It's just
underwhelming.
Well, so
12-6.
I mainly bought this. I was hoping to find a lower cost, you know, Joseph Magnus, which is quite a stretch, because that's a really good bottle, and it fell short, and I ended up paying a lot of money for a bottle that I like. It's not bad, but I regret buying it because I could have bought a lot of better bottles.
I will give you props though, because Mitch is always willing to go out and try new stuff, right? So
That's why we call him Moneybags Mitch.
money bags.
All right.
I'm going next because
Alright.
I want your like epilogue, like the final to be about.
This is going to get some hate, by the way.
Yeah.
This is going to get a lot of hate.
Bring the hate.
I just realized that this bottle is going on this list.
It's quite popular.
I'm ready for the
Oh,
hate.
boy.
He did it, not me.
Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. Why, you ask? Well, let me tell you
Why?
the story. You were on baby leave,
I was.
and Taylor and I reviewed this bottle.
We did.
I have drank it.
I saw.
This wasn't just two guys drinking this. I've drank this on 3 or 4 occasions, and I had more today to reinforce. Am I
No.
crazy? Am I? You know, does this need to open up? Like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with this bottle? So, Wild Turkey, kind of don't like you most of the time.
Most of the time.
We like the $29
Value bourbons.
The 101 and Rare Breed
101,
are like the
yeah.
two that we
So,
like.
what's the problem with this? Well, it's a single barrel, so I have to be cautious in saying there could be bottles that are better than this. But
Good point.
this thing is bitter. It lacks anything beyond that proof point. What's the proof point on this again? It's 110. So
It's that nice proof point.
it's kind of like
It's like right in the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
On proof, honestly, but
it's punchy and bitter and kind of in your face, burnt peanut shell,
Yeah.
just like most Wild Turkey products. There's no finish on it that's anything enjoyable. The finish isn't that long. It just kind of happens. It's more medium finish.
yeah.
You were a deny based on the price point.
Based
you
on
know.
the price point and what else is out there in
Yeah.
the same
At the same
distillery,
zone.
right?
Right.
It's the same like Wild Turkey. I was so like, why would I get this bitter peanut shell profile when I could
Right.
just get the Rare Breed and have like this cinnamony goodness, you know? And that bottle's available everywhere. You don't always see these everywhere.
No.
That's the thing.
They are fairly
Um,
hard to find.
And I spent
mean,
70 on this. It's normally 60.
Yeah, so you spent $10 more on it, but I mean,
And-
people would do that for this
Yeah.
bottle because you don't see them that often. So I feel like you're not alone in spending a little bit extra to get one of these. When
Right.
these hit the shelves, even around here, they're usually gone
They go
within
pretty
what, a
quick.
day or two.
Yeah.
So
So for all those reasons, it's not a $60 bottle to me. It's a $35, $40, $45 bottle.
that's
you know.
fair.
And,
And like you said, I mean, you mentioned it's a single barrel, so maybe we have one that's just not that great because it's just a random single barrel. It's not a store pick or anything like that. So
Could definitely
maybe
be.
the store picks are better. But so, I mean, I won't shy away if I ever find a store pick of this. I will probably pick it
Consider,
up just
yeah.
because I've never seen one, and I just wonder what someone would pick, and you know the samples that they get to choose from. I would imagine they're pretty good.
And based on what people are saying, I'd love to compare that future bottle to this and just be like, dang, that was way
Right.
off with,
Right.
you know.
No,
I
I
mean,
agree.
yeah,
I
maybe
agree.
sometimes the flavor profiles are completely different between store
Yeah.
picks and, you know.
But who knows? Maybe I'll buy that store pick, and then we'll come back and do another 3 regrets, and that'll end up on the regrets again.
You'll see another Russells in the future.
Fool me twice.
bamboozled.
Shame on you.
The point is, don't get fooled again.
Fool me. Can't get fooled again. All right. My bottle is.
I feel like we've been pretty outspoken about this bottle.
We have been. He says yuck. I don't think it's yuck. It's just different. We'll call it special.
It was.
He's a special
now
boy.
it's.
He's a special boy.
Special boy.
Special boy.
Yeah, no, Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. This bottle lands on my regret list, kind of surprisingly, because Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered started off as one of our first, like,
It was in our top 5 probably.
it was in our top 5. I mean, it was that first, like, roller coaster experience on whiskey that we had where...
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we had a comment. But no, that, you know, it really took us, like, you know, it started slow and then it ramped up and then it went away and came back with a crazy finish. And so for that reason and just the potency of that first bottle that you had, I think the first one we had was like batch 50 something. This is batch 157. So I don't know if things have changed over time, but on the last couple of bottles that I've bought of this, they've just been really corn forward and just so obviously MGP.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything special with MGP. It seems to me like it's just taking bottles of MGP, or sorry, barrels of MGP, and then bottling them in a
Agreed.
fancy bottle and then selling them for $90 a bottle.
Yeah.
So the price point is really what makes me regret this bottle. I picked it up thinking that it was going to be one of those
The old
originals that we got and so excited to pop it.
Yep.
Yep.
To open it up and realize it's just a very corn tortilla forward
It's
whiskey.
just MGP juice. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
and
nothing unique about it.
it just wasn't impressive. It's not a $90 bottle.
No.
Especially when you have Uncut the Younger, which we actually, again, when Mitch was on baby duty, Ethan and I reviewed. We did a side-by-side comparison, and I can't really remember what we said, but if I can recall, they were very similar.
And I thought we were leaning towards Uncut the Younger just because we're like, save the money and just get the exact same experience,
I
but
mean,
maybe a little less edgy.
Save the $60
Yeah.
and just get
Yeah.
the cheap one.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of the direction I want to go with this. Is that there's just better stuff out there for the price, $90.
And MGP's everywhere, dude. Like, you could buy so many things for cheaper with MGP in it.
Yeah.
And if they're not
Penelope,
doing anything,
like you can save 30 to 20, 30,
invest
40
in
bucks
the Penelope. They're a lot better than
and
this
get
stuff.
some Penelope.
Get a Penelope.
And
So get a Penelope. They're actually gonna try and finish this in secondary casks and do some special stuff.
Get
with
an
it.
architect.
Same exact stuff.
Get an architect.
For
Get
how-
a.
what
You
do
know, I'll give it to them. Right? They're giving it to us at barrel proof. It's uncut, unfiltered, which I do enjoy, but like it still has to be good whiskey. You can't just take it out and throw it in uncut, unfiltered.
Well, the problem is with how demand whiskey is right now. I guarantee MGP is getting bought out. Like the price is going up for this like higher age stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe they were like getting some good stuff from MGP. The bourbon and whiskey industry just explodes and everyone's buying it. Now they're like buying cheaper stuff to keep the price point the same. And they're getting crappier juice.
There's definitely some bottlenecks going on at some points, and that's obviously
It seems to
causing
be happening across the board.
It's causing
too.
a degradation
Like a
in,
lot of other
in
whiskey.
quality.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
they're
in my
speeding
opinion.
up, pushing out more bourbon, get it off the shelves, go.
Lower age stuff's getting pushed out.
I mean, again, it's not like this is horrible whiskey. It's not bad. It's just not worth $90. And after opening up and tasting it, I immediately regretted spending that $90.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying here. So it's a total regret, and I probably won't pick up another one until I start seeing some
Good
reviews
reviews.
saying that things have changed a little bit, and that it's just higher quality now.
Here's what Smoke Wagon needs to do to revive how I feel about it. Keep everything. It's a cool brand, right? It's one of the coolest bottles.
It's one of the coolest. Absolutely.
Start doing something different. You guys are doing a small batch, a cool Christmas bottle once in a while, the uncut unfiltered, 2 different ryes. Maybe finish it. Maybe do a port finished, uncut unfiltered. Like do something creative and fun
I agree with
that's
that.
delicious. Also, where is the Smoke Wagon that's like 12-year or
High
like
age,
just high age, something different? I don't know. I know you got to get MGP and age it again and like all that stuff, but I don't know. I just want to see something creative and different out of Smoke Wagon.
I'm with you.
Instead of like, here you go, try this batch. This one sucks, this one's good. I don't know. I'm just kind of over it because I can go to other bottles and be like, I know that's good every time. Oh yeah, it's
You gotta
$30
deliver
cheaper.
And it's not $90.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be good each time. Yeah, that's the thing.
So
So
at that price, you need to deliver a good experience and
Every time.
sometimes kill it. Not like it sucks 90% of the time and this year's is good.
it can't be okay.
Right now that's been Remus,
it can't
which is also MGP.
right. Right.
The hell?
Right. It cannot be okay at $90. At $90, it has to be that's really good or that knocks my socks off.
And that falls into the whole degradation
Yeah.
thing. It's like, well, no, we're still doing everything we're doing, even though the juice isn't as good. They'll buy it, and it's like you're losing the whole point of everything. Like when you're doing-
I'm starting to see these on the shelf a little bit more. So
Yeah.
you're kind of losing your customers here.
Yeah, you couldn't find it for a while.
No, it wasn't anywhere.
Well, those are 3 interesting bottles.
I think before we called it our DeLorean bottles, didn't we?
Hey, we
Yeah.
got a
DeLorean
single barrel,
whiskey.
we got a finished, and we got a high proof.
These are some kind of hitter bottles that I feel like people really enjoy a lot, so this might be sort of controversial. So I guess tell us if we're out of our minds, if you think we're crazy, but these bottles have recently popped up on our regret list for all of us, and we've been kind of talking about it, so.
The Cigar Cut's really new. That just got
just
released.
came out, so.
I know people were saying it's okay. I mean, no one's like, it's the best thing ever, but
I don't think
I'm
it's
sorry,
not
if
very
something's okay for
many people
130,
suck.
that's not good.
Yeah.
That's just not a good thing. So,
All right.
well, thank you guys for watching. What would be your most regretted bottle on your shelf? Go take a look. Go, I don't like that one, and then comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about our picks? Do you guys agree, disagree? Get that out of there. That's not part of the video. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Please check out some of our other videos. Like us, follow us, comment, subscribe on AOL Instant Messenger, Xanga, I don't know, social media. So we'll see you in the next one.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.